Welcome to It's All Mental. My name is Asiat. Many of us have questions. How do I know that I am mentally struggling? Well, most of the times when we are thinking about mental health, some people think that whatever we are talking about is what they see in the movies. Could it be it, or it's different? Well, when we talk about mental illnesses, it's not that dramatic that someone has to, show dramatic signs where you have to see them. Sometimes it could be as silent as it can be, and it can be witnessed in the signs that we are going to deeply talk about today. We are going to unpack one by one as we get to understand. When I feel the way I feel, could it be a sign? Does it really show mental illness? All this could be confusing, and we are here to make that confusion understandable. Well, first of all, it could be with our emotional signs. How do I know that emotionally I'm not okay? Emotionally, I'm struggling mentally. Well, if you are feeling sad and it runs for a long period of time, because often in time, like any other person, we may feel sad over something did not work out. I expected to receive money and it didn't come in. I feel sad. But when it's prolonged, it takes a long time. When I'm feeling sad, when I'm feeling empty, when I'm feeling numb, then you should be concerned. Those times when you feel like you are frequently having those irritability, you have that anger in you, you are emotional, you cry, even at times when you don't need to cry. There are times where some things you can get over them for a given period of time. But when I find myself that I cry easily, even when there is no bigger reason as to why, I have to be worried. Could there be a reason as to why I am crying? So that is a sign. It is showing your emotions, because when we are talking about these emotions, we may not be able to notice them, but the people around us could be able to see, but Asiat, what could be the problem? Why are you crying so oftenly? Why are you so sad? Sometimes we feel we are so empty. Over small things, I am angry. I have those angry outbursts. I'm irritable. I wake up in the morning, I miss the taxi, I miss the bus. Over that, the whole day, I'm running like that. The whole week, something very small has happened, but I'm putting it on the bus. Could there be another reason as to why you're finding that you're irritable? All these are signs, but they're showing emotionally. There could be also other signs that have to do with our physical. Most of the times when we have physical signs, they are shown with our body. Our bodies react. How do they react? Our bodies react by showing what the mind is carrying. In what way? For example, if I find myself that I am losing appetite, I'm brought food, even the type of food that I love to enjoy eating, I find that with it being in my presence, even when I go out, I cannot feed because the appetite is not there. Physically, I am distressed. Physically, I am not doing mentally okay. Also, when I find that with my physical abilities, even when I rest, I still feel tired, that has to give you a sign. You have to realize what could be the problem, even when I sleep, because on a normal daily conversation, even with what the doctors tell us, that a normal person has to sleep for how many hours? 7 to 8 hours. But I find that even when I keep up to that, I sleep for 7 to 8 hours, even more. I find myself that I feel tired all the time. That means that your body is speaking to you. There is a problem there. And often in times when I find myself, I find it very hard for me to sleep. Either I sleep too much, I sleep too little. There could be a problem. So your body is speaking to you what is happening within your mind. So we have to listen. Listening by noticing. How is my body reacting? Because it could be reacting because there is a problem. You put a question mark there. So you who is watching me today, the things that I'm talking about, Have you been experiencing them? For how long have you been experiencing them? Your appetite is lost. You are finding it very difficult to sleep. You feel tired all the time. Well, your body is communicating. Also, there are times when you find that you are frequently ill. You go to the hospital, they check you, you're checking malaria, this time around you're checking typhoid, but the doctors tell you there is nothing wrong with you. But for you, you feel like really you are overwhelmed. You feel you are tired. Your body is communicating. So let's listen to our bodies, because they could be showing signs that we are mentally ill. We have talked about the physical, where we listen to our bodies. We have talked about the emotions. How are we feeling? Now we are going to talk about the behavioral, in the way we act. You could be acting in a way that is different from your usual self. Take an example. You have been someone who wakes up so early. You go to your workplace, you do your work diligently, but right now you no longer wake up as early as you used to. Behavioral. Your behavior is changing. Often in time, we find that we lose interest in the things that were enjoyable. Talk about men. We find often in time, most of the men enjoy football. But right now, even when Manchester United is playing against Arsenal, you don't take the time to go and watch that match. Even when you are a supporter of Chelsea and it's your favorite, when you're supporting Liverpool, which one is leading the table? I don't know. You know. But when it was playing, were you following what the events? Did you even notice what your best player was really doing? Because you have lost interest in the things that used to make sense to you, that used to keep you moving. Right now, you have lost interest in them. Those are signs that are showing that your behavior is starting to change. We are also looking at people withdrawing from friends, from families. Even when you used to be a party animal, right now, even when your friends ring you, they're like, hey, the party is happening this side. You don't want to know, because you want to keep yourself. Your behaviors are changing. So me and you, are you checking those signs that I'm talking about? If you are, please note them down. That means that they are signs that are showing that you are mentally struggling. Talk about other signs. We are talking about the thoughts. In our previous episodes, we have seen how thoughts influence us in the things that we do, meaning that when your thoughts are negative, often in time, it starts to become a cycle. When it becomes a cycle, you start thinking negatively about yourself. In this way, you could be struggling with words that come to whisper in your ear that, Asia, you're not good enough. Faith, you are not good enough. All those are in the thought signs, the thought processes. All that indicate that I am mentally struggling. Thoughts that you feel like it is better off that I die. All those, they are talking about suicide. They are negative thoughts. You believe that whoever died, if my mom died, she passed away, she has left this world, she has left the struggles of the world. Right now, you could be thinking about that. And if you are thinking about that, what does it show? That either there is something underlying there that you are struggling with, and you have failed to get support. You have failed to overcome it. That is why it has influenced your thought process to become negative. And continuously, when it goes to be like that, it becomes a cycle, and someone may end up hurting themselves, not even hurting themselves, but also hurting others, the people around them. So it's better we start checking on our thought process. Are my thoughts negative? Are they positive? When they are like that, what do I do? All that is what we are talking about today. Another way to find out that you are struggling mentally, you can see it in your social signs. Remember I said, that we human beings, we are social beings. Being that we are social, that means that we have to be around people, like friends, our workmates. But the moment you start seeing or noticing these signs that you are disconnecting away from people, it is a social sign. When your friends call, you switch off the phone. When they text, you can see the message, you can see the WhatsApp showing, you even blue tick, but you don't respond. That is a sign. Sometimes we start becoming more dependent on others, or else we start to run away from them. We are no longer dependent on them. Even when often in time, for example, at work, I have my colleagues that I work with. We have been working all this time around as a team, but right now I'm running away from them. I'm avoiding them. Couldn't it be a sign that you are struggling mentally? Well, all this that we have said, be it the social, be it the thought signs, be it the behavior or the physical, all this show that you are mentally ill. So have you noticed yourself having these signs? Have you noticed them in your friends, your family members, the people around you? Could you really tell, even when you talk to them, could you really tell that something is right or something is wrong? Now, these things that we've discussed today are going to help us to understand that this person could either be mentally not doing well and they need support. Should I talk to them? Should I support them go seek counseling? Should they go for therapy? All that. So with us learning all this, when do we seek help? We seek help, first of all, when you find that these symptoms have been there constantly. They have run for more than weeks, days, months, years. It's a sign to tell you that you need help. Also, when you find that these signs have affected your daily life, someone who used to go to school, who used to go for their job, their functionality is really okay, but right now you are no longer performing, your concentration has really gone down the drain. All that calls for you to know that you have to start seeking for help. Also, when you find that all this is causing you distress and confusion, all these signs are indicators that you should start seeking for help. And where do we get this help from? We are going to get this help from NGOs that are offering these services. We are going to get this from hospitals, the health centers in our communities, where we are going to find therapists, we are going to find counselors, we are going to find psychiatrists to help us deal with all these signs. This is going to be able to build on our functionality as well as contribute to our community where everyone is mentally okay. Thank you for watching and listening. My name is Asiat. I hope to see you in the next episode. Every Friday we are going to be here to bring you It's All Mental.